In this video, I want to have a look at calculating dimensions. So some problems will give you a solid and they'll tell you the volume and the surface area and some of the dimensions, and you have to work backwards to calculate the other dimensions, so the pieces of information that are missing. In our first example, we've been given this cylinder here. We're told that its volume is 508 centimetres cubed. It's got a height of 10, but we don't know what the radius is, so that's what we're working backwards to find. So the first thing to do is write down your formula. We know that the volume of a cylinder is found by pi r squared h. So we'll fill in what we know. We know that the volume is that 508. So we've got 508 is equal to pi r squared, because we don't know the radius, times the height, which is 10. So to find that r squared, we want to get rid of that pi and we want to get rid of the 10. So because they're both attached to that r squared term by multiplication, we're going to do the opposite, we're going to divide. So we're going to divide this whole side by pi times 10, which means that we have to divide the other side by pi times 10 as well. So we're going to end up with 508 divided by pi times 10 is equal to r squared. If we just rewrite that the other way around, so r squared is equal to, and if you pop all of that in your calculator, you're going to end up with about 16.17, and it keeps going. That's r squared though, we just want r for our radius, so we're going to take the square root of that number. We're going to use the whole number in your calculator, so 16.17 ... and that will come out to give approximately 4.02 centimetres if we rounded to 2 decimal places. So the radius of our cylinder with a height of 10 and a volume of 508 is about 4 centimetres. In our second example, we've got this rectangular prism here, and we know that it's got a surface area of 142 centimetres squared. So we know the base length is 5 centimetres and it's 7 centimetres deep, but we don't know the height, so that's what we're trying to find. Alright, so the surface area is 142, and we know we'd find that by finding the areas of all the different faces. So for example, if we look at the top here, that would be 5 centimetres by 7 centimetres, and because the top is the same as the bottom, we'd multiply that by 2. So we'd have 5 times 7 times 2. If we look at the front now, that's going to be 5 centimetres by x centimetres, and it's the same as the back as well. So we have 5 times x times 2. And if we look at the side, that's x centimetres by 7 centimetres, and again there's 2 of them. So we'd have plus 7 times x times 2. So if we go through and simplify all of that a little bit, we've still got the 142 over this side. 5 times 7 times 2 is 70. Oh, sorry, 70, not 72. 5 times 2 is 10, so that gives that term comes into a 10x, so plus 10x. And that 7 times 2 is a 14, so we'd have 14x there as well. So we'll just simplify that 10x plus 14x as well. So we've still got 142, 70 plus 24x. So that equation's looking a little bit nicer now, and we can go through and solve it. So we'll subtract 70 from both sides, and we'd end up with 72 is equal to 24x. And then we'd want to divide both sides by 24, and we would end up with 3. So we'll just rewrite that the other way around. So just so that x is on our left-hand side. So we'd end up with x equals 3. So the height of that rectangular prism is 3 centimetres. So that's just a few examples of when we're given the volume or the surface area, how we can work backwards to calculate the dimensions of our solid.